You won't believe what this drone just uncovered in High Mountain. Life often surprises us with discoveries in the most unlikely places. Who would imagine finding a historically significant pin in a communal toilet? From a 1,500-year-old sword retrieved from a lake to Japanese artifacts uncovered in an attic in Massachusetts, here are 20 bizarre discoveries found in unexpected places. Number 20. Family discovers Japanese art in their attic. In Massachusetts, we all find all sorts of things we never expected to have while cleaning our attics, but this family saw things that they never dreamed of having. While cleaning the home of their recently deceased father in Massachusetts, in the attic was a treasure trove of Japanese artifacts, a total of 22 of them. The collection included 6 painted scrolls from the 18th and 19th centuries, a hand-drawn map of Okinawa, and various ceramic pieces. Among these were vibrant portraits of Okinawan royalty, their colors still remarkably well preserved despite the decades. It's believed that the culturally significant artifacts were stolen from Okinawa at the height of World War II. The family claimed that they had no idea that their father was in possession of the artifacts, but they did confirm that their late father was a World War II veteran. However, he never served in the Pacific Theater, and so how the man obtained such historically significant artifacts to begin with remains a question. Realizing the significance of their find, they contacted the FBI's art crime team, who confirmed the artifacts' origins and arranged for their return to Japan. Experts at the Smithsonian's National Museum of Asian Art in Washington, D.C., helped verify and prepare the artifacts for their journey back to Okinawa. It's likely that the artifacts had been looted during the Battle of Okinawa, one of the fiercest battles in the Pacific during World War II. Many treasures from the Ryukyu Kingdom, which ruled Okinawa from the 15th to the 19th century, were lost during this time. Finally, after 79 long years, the artifacts would be returned to the land of the rising sun, where they rightfully belong. Number 19. A mysterious Enigma machine. While doing a cleanup operation in the Baltic Sea, a diving team from the WWII Fund for Nature stumbled upon something unexpected, a rare machine. This is the Enigma machine. At the height of the Second World War, this seemingly ordinary typewriter played a large role in hiding and encrypting military messages sent and received by the German forces. Messages sent through the Enigma machine could only be decrypted by another Enigma machine. During the war, it was known for its complex encryption capabilities. It involved rotary wheels that scrambled letters into different sequences, making messages nearly impossible to decipher without the correct settings. In time, however, British mathematician Alan Turing and his team at Bletchley Park finally unraveled the secret to this device. This led to the decryption of secret military messages, contributing to the Allied victory. Today, this barnacle-covered Enigma machine is under the care of the Museum of Archaeology in Schleswig for preservation. Number 18. Hidden viaduct. If you look above the Brazilian jungle, you might notice a long concrete structure that's seemingly out of place. This is known as the viaduct Petrobras. This structure, seen above the thick foliage, was constructed in the 1950s. Originally, it was meant to create a transcoastal highway to enhance connectivity and economic growth. However, the section of the highway that included the viaduct faced numerous challenges due to the difficult terrain of the jungle. Despite these challenges, construction proceeded, incorporating an existing path used by the Petrobras gas company for pipeline maintenance, hence its name. It was an ambitious project, perhaps far too ambitious. By the 1970s, the country suffered an economic crisis, which led to the viaduct and surrounding infrastructure being incomplete and abandoned. Over the years, the jungle reclaimed the area, enveloping the concrete structure in greenery. Number 17. Entire Roman town discovered near a modern highway. In 2019, construction workers were preparing to build more than 100 new houses when they came upon the ruins of a Roman town that flourished 2,000 years ago. For the next 8 months, a team of 30 archaeologists excavated the site, and their labor was greatly rewarded. Rare coins, pottery, jewelry, and the remains of an ancient temple were found in the area. The discovery also revealed evidence of sophisticated infrastructure, including a 23-foot wide road, sunken pottery kilns, and rare iron furnaces. These findings suggest that the town was a significant manufacturing center, producing goods like plates and amphorae, which likely contributed to the wealth of its inhabitants. The presence of costly imported items indicates that the town was home to individuals of high status. To this day, this discovery is one of the most significant Roman finds in Kent. Number 16. 8-year-old girl unexpectedly pulls 1,500-year-old sword out of Swedish lake. A lake trip is a fun way for the family to bond. It's safe to let children explore nature as long as you can see them in shallow waters. The Venk family, however, got more than they bargained for when they went on a family vacation at Lake Vidostern in Sweden. While skipping stones and throwing sticks in the shallow part of the lake, the family's 8-year-old little Saga noticed something unusual in the water. Initially thinking it was a stick, she quickly realized it had a handle and a sharp point. Turned out that the 8-year-old had just found a sword. Not just any sword, but one that dates back to the 5th or 6th century AD, a staggering 1,500 years ago during the pre-Viking era. Despite its age, the 34-inch sword was remarkably well preserved, from its blade to its wooden and leather scabbard. After Saga's discovery, her father contacted local archaeologists, who confirmed the sword's authenticity. Experts from the local museum were thrilled by the archaeological discovery. But how did the sword end up in the lake? Experts believe that the area around the lake might have been used as a place for ritual sacrifices over 1,500 years ago. With the sword's discovery, archaeologists hope to find more ancient and historical artifacts around the area. Number 15. Schoolboy finds 18th century sword using a metal detector. When 10-year-old Fontane's parents gifted him a real metal detector for his 10th birthday in July 2020, they didn't expect that their son would actually find something valuable. Yet, while Fontane was exploring their neighborhood for the first time with his new metal detector, he chanced upon something unexpected, a sword that dates back 3 centuries. Experts claimed that the sword's distinctive plum-pudding pommel and intricate design suggest it may have belonged to an English officer or dragoon. The discovery sparked immediate excitement. Fontane, who previously used a toy detector, was thrilled to find such a significant artifact on his first real outing. His father, Paul, quickly contacted Dr. Greer Ramsay, an archaeology curator at National Museums Northern Ireland, to ensure the sword's preservation and further examination. Well, I just know that Fontane will forever remember this unexpected find. Number 14. Researchers find boat filled with human bones. Recently, archaeologists have unexpectedly discovered a boat filled with human bones in the drought-ravaged Lake Sorrow. As the lake's water levels dropped, archaeologists discovered the remains of a wooden canoe in an underwater cave about 15 feet below the surface. It's within the canoe that researchers discovered 38 skeletal remains, including human and various animal bones such as those from armadillos, dogs, turkeys, and eagles. Carbon analysis dates the canoe to the 18th century, and researchers believe it was used for Maya rituals. You see, the Maya believed that caves and cenotes were the portals to the underworld, leading researchers to think that the bones discovered in the cave were sent there as part of a ritual. Number 13. Medieval relic hidden underneath trapdoor toilet. When Tracy and Rory Forster bought their home in Lincoln, England, they definitely didn't expect that they would discover a trapdoor hidden in their bathroom. Neither did they expect that within this trapdoor would be a treasure that's centuries old. Last April, the couple was tidying up their bathroom when they discovered the trapdoor cleverly concealed beneath a houseplant. However, this wasn't the highlight of their discovery. Within the trap was a stone-carved figure with a rather grotesque face that bears a resemblance to a local legend, the Lincoln Imp. The Lincoln Imp is a well-known figure in local folklore, often depicted as a mischievous sprite turned to stone by an angel. This particular gargoyle, likely an elaborate drain, dates back to the mid to late 14th century, a time when Lincoln was a significant religious and economic center. Experts believe the gargoyle was part of the intricate drainage systems used in medieval times, possibly linked to the nearby Lincoln Cathedral or the medieval bishop's palace. The presence of such an artifact in a residential home suggests the house might have been built over or near a significant historical site. The Vosters' discovery sparked excitement among local historians and archaeologists. The Lincoln Civic Trust is keen to investigate further, as finds like these can offer valuable insights into the city's rich history. I guess historical and archaeological finds can be discovered anywhere, even in the most unlikely places like a home toilet. Number 12. Secret World War II room. Back in 2013, a group of Norwegian students decided to inspect a loose panel in the gabled ceiling of their attic. Little did they know that it would lead to a significant discovery. Upon looking behind the loose panel, they realized that behind it was a small secret room, one that was filled with history. The room was likely concealed 70 years ago and hadn't been opened since. The secret room contained a small table, a map of Europe, and an old light fixture labeled as an alarm. The walls were adorned with maps of Britain and northern France, suggesting that the space might have been used to listen to forbidden British radio broadcasts during the German occupation of Norway, or even as a hiding place. Among the most intriguing discoveries, however, was a sign written in Norwegian warning that anyone with a bad stomach wasn't allowed inside the room. Reddit and other social media platforms buzzed with theories about the room's original use, with some suggesting it might have served as a clandestine listening post or a safe haven during the war. But what do you think this room was used for? Let me know in the comments down below. Number 11. A Celtic script on a stone. Last May, a 55-year-old geography teacher unearthed a bizarre-looking stone while weeding his garden. He noticed that it had a weird shape, but when he looked closer, he realized that it was more special than what he initially thought. On the stone's surface were inscriptions. Recognizing its importance, Graham Sr. sought the help of a local archaeologist, who then identified the script as an early form of the Irish language known as Ogham. Ogham consists of straight parallel lines arranged in groups and was primarily used on stones during the early medieval period. The stone, roughly 4 inches long and weighing about 5 ounces, has inscriptions on 3 sides. It bore the inscriptions that read Malum Cael es Las, with Malum Cael likely being a personal name. Despite the current knowledge about Ogham, the meaning of the rest of the inscriptions remains unknown. Number 10. Thousands of dollars hidden in cabinets bought from eBay. Now here's another unexpected discovery. In April 2022, Thomas Heller from Bitterfield, Germany, bought some second-hand kitchen cabinets from eBay, hoping to save some cash while buying functional furniture at half its original price. He chanced upon a posting and decided to buy the furniture at the price of €203 or $260 in today's money. After the cabinets were delivered, he began the process of cleaning and installing them. While inspecting the drawers, he discovered a hidden compartment containing bundles of cash. Initially stunned, he carefully counted the money and found it amounted to nearly £130,000 or $166,000. Now, if you were the one who found this stash, would you have kept it for yourself? Honestly, I'd feel worried that the money might get me involved in something, so I'd most likely do what Thomas did. Instead of pocketing the cash, he took it to the nearby police station to hand it in. The police then took it upon themselves to find the original owner of the kitchen. Investigation revealed that the kitchen originally came from a household liquidation by an elderly couple from Halley. The original owner was a then 91-year-old woman nursed in a retirement home after her husband passed away. It turned out that the seller who posted the furniture on eBay was the elderly couple's grandson, who had no idea about the money inside. Now, where did the money end up in the end? Well, under German law, it's an offense to keep found cash over €841, or more, as it's legally known as embezzlement. Those found guilty can face up to 3 years in prison. Luckily for Heller, his decision to return the money not only saved him from possible jail time but also earned him a 3% finder's fee, which amounts to €3,784 or $4,850. Honestly, that's the best-case scenario. You've got extra cash and a clean conscience. Number 9. An ancient iPhone found in a Russian grave. In 2019, archaeologists made an extraordinary discovery during the excavation of a vast man-made reservoir in Siberia. In a woman's grave, archaeologists discovered a black rectangular object measuring about 18 by 9 centimeters. This bizarre object is inlaid with all sorts of decorations from turquoise and carnelian to mother of pearl. With how strange it looked, researchers decided to humorously call it Natasha's iPhone, Natasha being the nickname of the woman interred in the grave. But what exactly is this alleged iPhone? Well, unfortunately, it's not an ancient smartphone. Rather, it's likely a belt buckle crafted from jet, a type of lignite. Archaeologists believe this belt dates back to approximately 2,137 years ago, placing it in the Canoe era around the 3rd century BC. Dr. Pavel Luz, an archaeologist involved in the dig, explained that this discovery provides a unique glimpse into the burial practices and material culture of the nomadic tribes in the region. The site itself has yielded numerous artifacts over the years, but this particular find stands out due to its remarkable preservation. Naturally, with the archaeologists' curious naming, this artifact also became the subject of conspiracy theories after its discovery. Number 8. 8,000 Iron Age frog bones. Archaeologists find bones all the time, but this heap of bones certainly wasn't what experts expected to find in a ditch near an Iron Age settlement in Bar Hill, Cambridgeshire, England. In 2022, researchers discovered an astonishing 8,000 frog bones that date back to between 400 BC and 43 AD. Needless to say, experts were befuddled about the large collection of frog bones. How did such a huge number of frogs end up in one place? Experts have theories, but there's no conclusion to this day. One hypothesis suggests that the frogs might have been attracted to the area due to the abundance of insects such as beetles and aphids, which were likely drawn to the grains processed by the Iron Age inhabitants. This could have created a feeding ground for the frogs, leading them to congregate in large numbers. However, others believe that the frogs simply fell into the ditch during their spring migration and were unable to escape. There's also the possibility that the frogs perished during a particularly harsh winter while hibernating in the mud. Extreme cold can sometimes kill frogs that usually survive the winter by burrowing underground. Whatever the cause, it was astounding to find this frog mass grave with the bones still in remarkable condition. Number 7. Grandmother discovers rare coin worth thousands of dollars. In a box of junk in 2018, a 69-year-old grandmother made a lucky discovery. She was about to throw a box of old coins in the bin, something she inherited from her grandfather. She left it forgotten in the attic and only discovered it while cleaning. Luckily, she decided against throwing the box of coins and instead took a photo of it and posted it to the Leeds-based website Vintage Cash Cow. It was then that she realized just how valuable her supposed clutter was. In her box of coins was a rare one that dates back to 1644. This coin is known as a triple unite gold coin. It was minted during the English Civil War under the reign of King Charles I, a period marked by significant turmoil and conflict between the royalists and parliamentarians. With this, artifacts from this period are significantly rare and more valuable. Moreover, the coin also features the portrait of King Charles I and is renowned for its intricate design and historical significance. Experts believe the coin's remarkable condition has significantly contributed to its high valuation. Such coins were often melted down or lost during the chaos of the Civil War, making surviving specimens extremely rare. The grandmother's coin, despite being over 370 years old, has retained much of its original luster and detail. This discovery not only brought a windfall to the grandmother but also garnered significant interest from collectors and historians. The coin will likely be auctioned, where it's expected to attract bids from around the world. Given its rarity and excellent condition, the estimated selling price is an eye-watering £100,000, or about $128,000. Number 6. Homeowner realizes he found a Chinese flask worth thousands of dollars. In 2016, a homeowner who chose to remain anonymous found an old vase in his attic while sorting through a dusty collection of forgotten items. Initially, the vase appeared to be just another piece of bric-a-brac, but its intricate design and fine craftsmanship drove the owner to learn more about the vase and get it appraised. Needless to say, it was the best decision he ever made. After contacting an expert, he realized that the vase that was merely collecting dust in the attic was a piece worth nearly £500,000. This vase was identified as a rare Chinese flask from the Qianlong period, which lasted from 1736 to 1796. The Qianlong Emperor, one of China's longest reigning emperors, was known for his patronage of the arts, and this era produced some of the most exquisite porcelain ever made. The flask's distinct blue and white pattern, along with its exceptional quality, confirmed its origins and rarity. Upon closer inspection, experts noted the vase's impeccable condition, which further increased its value. In the end, the owner decided to sell it at an auction. The bidding was fierce, with collectors and enthusiasts from around the world vying for the chance to own such a rare piece of history. The final hammer price was an astonishing £500,000 or $645,000. Number 5. Explorer finds camouflaged box. In 2021, while exploring the remote tracks of a forest in an undisclosed location, an adventurer stumbled upon something unusual, a box hidden in forest green camouflage, perfectly blending with the trees. Many were intrigued by the box that was seemingly out of place. Unfortunately, it was locked shut, and the explorer didn't get the chance to discover what was inside it. With such an intriguing discovery, countless theories flooded in. Some believed that the box contained weapons, while others thought it contained tools to do work on the tracks. Some also suggested that it might be a geocache. For those who are unfamiliar with this term, a geocache is essentially a hidden treasure box, usually containing a logbook or a small item for trading or simply documenting. Perhaps some of you have an idea as to what this is. If so, please do share your thoughts in the comments down below. Number 4. A queen's hairpin found in the toilet. Anything owned by renowned historical figures is considered valuable. We've discovered these historical artifacts in all sorts of places, but this one is the most unexpected. You see, this historical hairpin was discovered in the most unlikely place, a communal toilet. In 2012, conservators excavating the Henry IV courtyard at the Royal Palace outside of Paris were preparing for an upcoming restoration when they chanced upon the tiny hairpin. Archaeologists immediately recognized it and traced it to none other than Catherine de' Medici, the wife of King Henry II and a powerful figure in French history. The hairpin, made of gold and measuring about 3.5 inches long, features the interlocking C's emblematic of Catherine's name. The pin also bears traces of white and green enamel, colors associated with the queen. The discovery of the hairpin in such an unlikely spot has puzzled historians and conservators. Some speculate that it might have been misplaced by a lady-in-waiting or stolen and accidentally dropped. With most of the Queen's jewelry lost, sold, or stolen over the centuries, this 3.5-inch long hairpin is a valuable addition to her historic collection. Number 3. Hanging snakes. If I ask you what animal you'd usually find hanging from a cave ceiling, I bet the first animal you'd think of is bats. Yet near the village of Canoe, deep in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, you'll find animals hanging in a cave, ones that you'd usually expect to find on the ground: snakes. The cave of Canoe is home to yellow-red rat snakes, which have adapted to a unique hunting strategy. These non-venomous snakes are blind and deaf, yet they have perfected the art of snatching bats out of the air as they emerge from the cave each evening. The bats, belonging to 6 different species, leave their roosts at dusk in large numbers, providing a nightly feast for the hanging serpents. Discovered by biologist Bona Miramontes, this cave has since become an ecotourism destination. Visitors can explore the cave under the guidance of local Mayan descendants who ensure both the safety of the tourists and the preservation of the cave's delicate ecosystem. So, if you're interested in seeing snakes hanging from cave pockets several feet above you, perhaps you should add this cavern to your bucket list. Number 2. Millions of dollars in storage unit. In April this year, people online were amazed by this man's lucky investment. You see, this man turned $395 into a staggering $6 million. The man, whose identity remains undisclosed for privacy reasons, attended a storage war-style auction. Basically, in this type of auction, unclaimed storage units are sold off to the highest bidder. He hoped that he would find something valuable but never expected such a windfall. After winning the bid for the storage unit, he began sorting through the contents and stumbled upon a locked safe. With the help of a professional locksmith, he cracked open the safe to reveal the staggering sum in cash. The money inside was nearly $6 million. That's about $7.7 million in today's currency. The auctioneer who facilitated the sale confirmed the remarkable find, expressing disbelief at the sheer amount of money hidden away. While it's not uncommon to find valuable items in storage units, such a significant cash haul is unprecedented. After the discovery, the buyer sought legal advice to ensure he could keep the money. In such cases, the original owner of the storage unit typically has a set period to reclaim their belongings, but if they fail to do so, the new owner can legally keep the contents. The buyer's decision to remain anonymous suggests he's proceeding with caution, perhaps aware of the potential legal and security implications of his newfound wealth. I don't know about you, but when it comes to unclaimed storage units, I believe that they should be finders keepers. Now it's time for today's topic. A drone accidentally made a chilling discovery at a secret location deep in the remote mountains of Central Asia. Operated by a hobbyist exploring the rugged terrain, the drone's camera captured something truly unexpected and eerie. As it soared over a seemingly ordinary mountain, it revealed a sight that left viewers in stunned disbelief. The footage showed thousands of people scaling the sheer face of an enormous cliff. These climbers, appearing as tiny specks against the massive rock, moved in coordinated lines, their colorful gear standing out starkly against the gray stone. What was even more baffling was the absence of any known climbing routes or records of such an event. The location, tucked away in an uncharted region, was supposed to be completely off-limits and inaccessible. No one had ever seen or heard of such a gathering. The climbers, ranging from seasoned professionals to apparent novices, seemed to be on a relentless ascent towards an unknown destination. The drone's operator, initially excited about the discovery, soon realized the potential implications of his find. The footage captured something that wasn't meant for the public eye, an enigmatic event shrouded in secrecy. Speculation ran wild as the video went viral. Was this a secret society, a clandestine operation, or an unexplained phenomenon? Authorities and experts were left scrambling for answers, while the world watched in awe and curiosity. The mystery of the mountain climbers remains unsolved, a haunting reminder of the hidden wonders and secrets our world still holds. Number 1. A buried planet inside Earth. Now here's something pretty unexpected. Researchers recently discovered the remains of an ancient planet deep within the Earth's mantle. Yes, you heard that right, there's a planet within our planet. So, how exactly did this planet end up on Earth? Well, it's likely that 4.5 billion years ago, this planet, now known as Theia, collided with Earth. This impact was so powerful that it led to the formation of the Moon. Traces of Theia were first discovered by geophysicists in the 1980s, when they discovered continent-sized blobs of unusual material deep beneath the Earth's surface. These blobs, located beneath Africa and the Pacific Ocean, are now thought to be remnants of Theia. Recent studies and simulations have confirmed that the collision's energy could have caused parts of Thea's mantle to merge with Earth's own, while other debris coalesced to form the Moon. The simulation showed that Thea's material did not mix uniformly with Earth's mantle. Instead, the cooler temperatures in the lower mantle allowed the iron-rich remnants of Thea to clump together, forming distinct, dense blobs. These structures have remained largely intact over billions of years, like unmelted wax in a lava lamp. This goes to show just how astounding and unexpected the entire universe is. Who would have thought traces of a planet that existed 4.5 billion years ago are within our planet? Perhaps you know about other unexpected finds that we didn't include in this video. If so, feel free to share them in the comments down below. Also, check out our other cool stuff showing up on the screen right now, and I'll see you in the next video.